All right, so we're just gonna finish up this camp. I don't know if I'm gonna stock it too much. Like, I like this. I like what's here. It's usable. Um, like generically usable. It's a nice like wood fort. Tents. So, like that job is kind of done. So I think I'm gonna leave it mostly unstocked, and just like if my players look like they're actually going to interact with it, we're gonna take a break at that point, stock it up more, fill it with some stuff. I feel like that's more efficient use of, like, it's not gonna take that much to just throw a ton of goblins and humans and hobgoblins in here. And they'll be like presumably charging this with some soldiers and like a mercenary company at their back. So like the side, like all of the little guys attached to this aren't necessarily that important. Like the party won't be dealing with them too much, you know? I guess one thing I might do, let's set up some easy dynamic lighting, shall we? We're just gonna outline this wall. This is where it gets a little tricky. Actually, I say easy dynamic lighting, but they can see on top of these towers for sure.
I'm a suppository of information.
Oh my god, thank you, Ad. I need to... I guess I need to turn on ad block during stream. It's fine. Not bad. Okay. So I say that. That, like... It's not actually that hard to set up dynamic lighting for things like this. For the... Like, for the walls, we're just gonna do this. Do I have to... Yeah, okay. So I have to, like, hold shift to put it in the corner. Down to here. Right-click to deactivate, right? Yeah. Just same on all sides. There, that's nice and tight. And then for this side, we just kind of like make a cross a little bit. Like an X. At what angle? I think this is fine. Just do like this. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. That's a mistake line there. This. I think that's okay. I think that works. I don't even need the cross there, really. You just like cut this in half, and they can see the goblin. They can see the archers if they're on the right side of this. Yeah. Like when you're doing trees and stuff, you can kind of do this cross thing. To like block line of sight through the stump while not blocking sight of the tree. Kind of do the same thing for buildings. Like if I wanted line of sight in here, I don't know if I do. I don't think I do. I would just do like this on everything. Just like an X through every building, corner to corner. And then, like you're standing here, it blocks line of sight this way, while still like preserving the detail that it's a tent. This is probably a very common trick. I'm probably not saying anything new here, but that's how I take care of that. Do I want to do that? I think kind of. I'm really addicted to dynamic lighting. But lately I've been taking advantage of maps that, like, don't necessarily need it. Nice break after all the dungeon crawling and, like, very painstakingly filling out dynamic lighting lines. I guess I'm gonna do the same up here, right? Yeah. Maybe I'm gonna... Let's change the color of these. Whoops. Those edit undos are doing some weird things. Doing stuff in the sidebar. Let's change the color of this. Just for my own clarity. So, like, if someone happens to climb up this tower, right, I can just delete the purple line. And I know it's separate from this. Without having to remember that it's separate. One thing I kind of wanted... I wanted just like a stable for some... They've got like some goblin dogs and some wargs. Which the players are terribly frightened of at this point. Their first encounter was with some goblin dogs that like KO'd half the party. It was pretty great. It was... Goblin dog. So every group that nearly kills the party has had some combination of dogs or goblin dogs in it, or they were werewolves. So that's been great. I've been enjoying that, and their growing mythology around fanged creatures trying to kill them and how they're eventually going to die to a canine for sure. I described a random NPC as having a dog, and they were like, oh fuck. Oh no! That's the key. If I have a dog, if there's a dog present, they roll a 20. They roll several 20s, probably. Stable? Do I have one? Probably. Oh, horse stable. That kind of works. Yeah, I've been loving it. Let's do, what, like double long for these? 2 squares? Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, let's move these guys. Put this in here. Yeah, no, that's a good spot. Not too close to either of the towers. And put it in the map layer. Why did I do that before copying it? That was very silly. It can just be here, right? It can just be there. That's fine. It's not fine. I'm gonna move it again. That one can be right up against the tower. This one can be right here. Whoops. I didn't move it exactly where I wanted it there. Let's align it slightly to the grid. So I can stand... I didn't... Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. Moment. If I want No? Okay, let's align this side to the grid, right? Like that, yeah? Yeah? There, we did it. Got it. Delete this one. That like there. Put this like, I don't know, there. That's fine. That's fine. What was Wes's class? I believe the exact words I said were something along the line. I don't even think Wes heard it actually, but I was like, well, with Zaphikel, it's either a wizard or like a, what are they called? I forgot before too. So this is a realistic, you know, a realistic reproduction of what happened. Oracle. I said wizard or oracle. I think it's got to either be one of those. Let's scratch both of those, and I'm going to say Magus. Yes. Let's do a couple goblin dogs. Let's do a couple. Let's find. I know they're horses, and I know that they're not going to align to the grid. Isn't that great? Hot dogs. Wait. Hot dogs? This is a cam thing, yeah? Okay. I'm jealous. That sounds great. Although I have new freshlies arrived that I will be trying, so that's nice. These horses are too large for this stable. I'm fine with it though. It's fine. It's fine. This isn't actually like this isn't a proper stable. It's a representation of an improper stable. It's an imperfect representation of an improper stable. So it's just actually some pieces of wood that are like slightly joined together. If you give it a good kick, it's probably gonna fall apart. Oh, of course I can't pull the paid one out. That was smart. Very good. Okay. These horses are so weird and not properly sized. Yeah, a dedicated cooking waifu would be great, and it can't really, it can't be me. It's not gonna be me. I'm not a good cook. Every time I've tried to be an okay cook, it's been a little meh. It's not something I've made a lot of progress in. Look at how whack that name is. That is so far away from the like box. Hitbox. Wow. Such respect for people. Those were Velvet's exact words. I would probably... It can't be me. I see. That makes more sense. What is the proper spelling of warg? Is it with an O? Hey, I guess it is. Warg dark, warg green. Those are almost the same. Goblin warg. Let's go with the green one that sure doesn't look green. This is I'm sorry. Sorry for freaking you out. Which words were those? Because if it's, those don't look green? That is a little freaky. These sure aren't on... I guess wargs are pretty big, right? I don't know. Fuck it. They will fit. They will fit in the stable. Can confirm, Velvet. I think that is actually just the case. That is the way of things. We both have like V's in our name, so like I said I was going to leave this open. I said that with a plan. I don't know what that plan was. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it open. I'm going to go with the original plan. The original vocal plan. Not put anything... Oh, there's like supposed to be... I remember. I remember a little. Not the full plan. But there's some stuff. There's some stuff. There's some goodies in here, like some banners. Go well with the carpet, I think. So we're gonna install those. If I can find them, they're here somewhere. Maybe they're not. Maybe I made them up. I didn't. There they are. Got them. Let's put them on the map layer so we don't have to fuck with resizing them. Well, I gotta fuck with resizing them. God damn it. There. I don't know why that was so wonky. And there's 2x1. Why'd it come out as 3x1? Why? That usually doesn't happen. Oops, don't move that. It's fine. It's all fine. Put some banners up there. I put some more fires down. I mean, this place is supposed to be fiery, you know? It's Burning Man. Why did I do this? Totally lost the banners. Oh my god. Alright. I'm pretty organized, I think. I just put one of these in for no context. They don't have catapults or anything, but you always need a good counterweight, you know? Some bone racks. That's not really what these guys are about. They're all goblins and hobgoblins, but like, I don't know. Bone racks? Nah. They are about skulls in their spike barricades. I can confirm that. That's really big, though. Yeah. That's fine. It's good feng shui for them. I actually lost the banners. So good. Rocks. Rocks are nice. Piles of rocks. Fans of that. Stick fence? Not really. Wow, what have I done? Ah, there. Found them. Standard. Standard is what they are called. Why did I even want these? Okay, so there are ones with stones on them. I know that. And these are not mounted on... They don't need to be mounted upon stones. As they are mounted upon towers already. 1x2. It's fine? I don't know. It's fine. Okay. Solve the flag dilemma. That's great. Okay. Let's move on. I actually want those rock piles. Not in here. They're a little too, like, circular, too, like, organized. This is okay. That's okay. Put some nice, like, assorted rocks out front. Nice rock garden. That's not appropriately sized. 6 by 5. Holy God. All right. Sure. 6, 5. That's fine. Are these supposed to be? They look fine. I don't care. Let's make it so it's not completely blank out here, you know? We can also, like, grab a couple of trees, I'm sure. It says these are standing stones. They don't look super intact standing on. It's like kind of hard to get the perspective on this. Maybe it's like one of these and like the middle's cracked out. Like falling apart. I don't care, putting it out. Looks fine. Why is it here? I don't know. Maybe I'll put some of these inside too. Not a lot. Like maybe they put their camp among just what used to be some kind of stone structure or something. Because this is going to be in a little bit of a... It's like one of the few flat places in these hills. And like some of this rubble probably gives them a chance to like climb up if they want, you know? Maybe? Oh, not a hero point, not what I want. What was that? Where was that? I like that. Put that here. A little more cattywampus. Great, great. Don't like that here. Yeah, that's ambiguous enough. This I can actually use and say, like, it built up this totem. You know, it can be like the head of the wolf demon guy. That's acceptable and appropriate. It's right in the middle, maybe? I don't know. Is there one facing the other way? That would be great. I don't think so with that angle. A nice, like, top-down angle. It's not covered. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. We can use... I don't know. Maybe not. So we can do that. These are, like, so not... These are at completely different angles for all their other stuff, except, like, the walls that are a little bit branched out. But, like, it's not, you know... Like, this is not the same angle as this tower, right? not really. The tower is like straight up and down. And then these totems are like a little more isometric. Let's see, is there just like a stone arc? Let's pull this out a little. Ooh, okay, yeah, sure. Refresh the entire tabletop. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay. 5x2, yeah. 2x2, nah. It would be great if there were some just really big set piece blocks. We'll keep an eye out. It's not gonna be down here. It's not. Okay. Some of these rocks were like 5x2 and stuff, yeah. Okay. You put these out, that works. What is 3x9? Okay, that's neat. That's about appropriate. 3, 6, 9. Yep. All right. That's pretty good. Maybe we'll make this slightly bigger. Yep, that'll work. Maybe another of those fallen gates would be good over here. I like what this kind of does to the outside here. Oops. Just move that on back over. Yeah, okay. There's some of those questionably standing stones. Oh, that's nice. Make this bigger. That's the same one I used over there. That'll do. 2x4? Is that what this normally is? See about that. That's okay. Four by four. So I think the implication here is just going to be that they knocked a bunch of, like, this used to be a structure. Maybe it started to fall apart on its own, but they definitely knocked some of this stuff down and, like, cleared it out. I totally missed what size I was going to make this. Or, you know, I guess the implication is technically whatever the party picks up on and wants to say the implication is, but that's fine. That's fine. So now I can use some of those rubble piles to make slightly more contextual sense when stuff's getting, like, ripped apart. Oh, these are still too tight for me, man. Still don't like the nice circular piles in a 1x1 square. Needs slightly more rambunctious rubble. 6x5, 2x2, 2x2 will work. That's fine. I kind of like it like this though. Six by six, like that. It's kind of too much. I know I'm very picky, I'm sorry. I just want my map to say what I'm trying to make it say. And for that I need rocks of an appropriate size, alright? Obviously. I do like these. I like the whole pillars just sitting there. I think this is okay. I think I'm fine with the amount of rubble present. Let me copy one of these over here as I say that. Let's just round it out nicely, but okay, map's fine. Everything's intact. It's all good. Okay. All right. I like this. I like this. I do. We got the camp. We got the nice stony outside. I'm glad you're with me, Cam, on that. I'm very particular about my rocks, in particular. Maybe slight. All right. I know I keep saying like, oh, I think I'm good. If I can find a couple more things for people to sit on over here. Let's just get. Oh, you know what I'm missing? You know what this camp is missing? Supplies. You need fucking crates in your camp, man. And that's a fact. I say as I put down useless rocks more. But no, people are definitely sitting on these rocks. These are rocks for sitting. And they're gonna have barrels for sitting as well. Here we go. Barrel ready? Ready for the supplies? Got barrels? That's so big. Why are the barrels so big? It's fine. It's okay. That's not a barrel. That's all right. Let's try that again. Control C. Yep, there we go. That is a barrel. Can confirm. Oh no. More seductions. Okay, well, here's... Alright. It's really easy for Carreros to seduce Varys, is the thing. But we can figure this out. Alright. Alright. So, here's what you're gonna do. Type, if you're for real and you're not just redeeming for fun, type the command stat roll, or roll stats, I think either of those work. An exclamation mark before it. Yeah, there we go. That's some bad strength. That's... You got good decks, though. That's a bad roll. That's a straight bad roll. I'm sorry. But that's perfect. Okay, so... I'm just gonna open this up. We're gonna open this up. I didn't think putting this in front where this is gonna move in a moment. It's gonna move away from the chat box. ERP is so hot right now. No ERP. All right, so you got your stats. You got your strength of 4. That's a mod of -3. How does this work? I haven't done with yeah, that's -3. 8 is 1. 6, 2, 4. Yeah, -3. That's fine. That's good. Dex of 13. What we got? Con of 7. Wiz of 7. If I collect 1 point, yeah, 1k points gets you a reroll. Int of 12. That's good. Charisma of 8. I'm sorry, that is not the amount of charisma that you would have liked. We'll move this on over. I don't know, right here? That's good. That's fine. That's a good spot. All right. Reroll? Okay, you've bought a reroll for core. That's fine. Okay. So the The goal is to seduce Varys, huh? So you find yourself... Wait, stat roll wise or... Oh no, sorry, there's no rerolls on the stats. That's not what those are for. Maybe we'll give you... You can get one reroll on one stat, alright? I'll overpower you if I have to. It's hard to reroll one stat. It's really hard. It's fine. You can reroll one stat. What stat would you like to reroll? As I... I think this is enough barrel seats, right? That's enough barrel seats. No, there's not, you know, 2x... Okay, it's 2x2. That's fine. It's true. You're not overpowering anything with 4 strength. Barrels, good. Crates. I love crates. Crates are great. That's a big crate. That's a big crate. Poison. What? What? And feet. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's acceptable. That's a thing that'll work. Core, would you like to reroll one of your stats? With that hero point that can buy you. You don't have to. Again, you don't have to. It's fine. You can go with the stats you want. I'm just saying, if you want to spend that reroll can buy you on stats, you can. If not, we'll move on. Reroll charisma? That does sound appropriate. Yeah, not strength. What if Core has to hold me down or something? Could get messy. The copy and pasting is not being my friend tonight. Tackle Varys to the ground, yeah. If you have the con to back it up. You do have really bad con. But the way this, like, we're not filling out a full character sheet. So I guess you probably have low health, but if you get hit with something, you'll have to make a con save to see if you live. So. What kind of ERP is this without sure? You're already pretty dexy. Barrels, grain. Grain barrels are great. These are so big. All the barrels are like large creature size. Like massive creature size. Never don't con? Okay. Yeah, that's a hard choice. I will remind you that whatever you re-roll can get lower. It can result in a worse roll. You are not protected from that. RPGs are about playing a character who isn't yourself. Dance to Paris. Dancing is definitely... I think dancing is... Like, there's probably a dexterity component to it, but I think there's a bigger charisma component, to be honest. It's kind of like a multi... I guess? I don't know. I guess you could make... If you're purely focused on the technical aspect of dancing, Dex is probably good enough. If you're focusing on seducing someone, Dex might not do it. Granted, simply impressing me gets pretty far, so if we're talking about seducing me... I don't know. It's complicated. This is complicated. I found fire. I found what this camp is definitely missing, and it's fire. And I found it. Okay, reroll charisma. Okay, doing a I'll do it. It's fine. So you're only gonna take the charisma roll here. 9. That's better, right? You went up in life? Yeah? Why am I scrolling up? Yeah, you went up by 1. Nice job. Good job. Good improvement. When you get a stat bonus at level 5, you'll go up a bonus. You'll go up a bod. That's good. I'll update your character sheet. That's fine. That's good. All right. So the scenario is, after who can remember how long of tracking, you found this Varys character that you apparently find yourself so fascinated with. You tracked him down at his lair known as Supra House, but he wasn't there. And you had to talk some information out of some locals in the area, in that stronghold. And yeah, actually, let's start there. All right. So, are they named Sambert? Yeah, a fighter named Sambert opens the door. You knock. It takes a little while. Sambert opens the door. They look like. I mean, basically, it's Lynn, but Lynn, with a mustache. It's mustache Lynn, with a sword at his side. He says, "Does this mustache have green tips? Probably. Probably dyed by fellfire. Is it waxed into a curl? I'm gonna let Sambert answer these things, I think. But that does seem appropriate. It's a very dapper fighter watching a very impressive stronghold. What is this? Oh my god. It's not ERP. We're not getting banned. Okay, so this Sambert opens the door. What do you do? It's kind of a weird situation. They open these big wooden double doors on the inside that look pretty impressive. They latch nicely. The outside has a metal security door, but it doesn't close all the way. It's a little weird. But anyway, so they open the double wooden doors behind. Standing behind the portcullis security door on the front that's sitting like this. I'll definitely do a pretty generic and polite greeting here in the form of hi. All right. I see. Sambert nods. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm being hasty. Probably to be followed up by, I'm looking for someone named Varys. You are direct, very well. Sambert looks at you suspiciously and says, Varys is not here. Not available for you right now. He is off on an expedition of sorts. I can take a message. And they seem unwilling to tell you the location of Varys. He should always be available for me, I say, suddenly stomping my foot. I deem that a fair statement, but Sambert simply crooks an eyebrow and says, be that as it may, he is not. But if you are trying to, let's see. With the foot stomping, are you making a charisma trek to try, or do you break the patio with my force strength? Probably not. Is your goal to break the patio? Because if it is, I'll have you roll. If your goal is to intimidate Sambert with your strength into, providing the location of Varys, I will also make you roll strength. If you are trying to charismatically, pout and get the location of Varys out of Lynn. So, what are you, with your foot stomping, what are you trying to convince Sambert to do? It's good. Crates make everything better. I'm so glad. Show them your emotional conviction. I think that's still, this is something I'm generally good at. That's fair. All right, sure. Go ahead and do do exclamation mark roll d20, and we'll see how impressive you are with this. I'm gonna use charisma unless you have an argument for something else. Oh, it's all one squished. Yeah. 13. A middling roll. Sickly, weak, anti-charismatic, and foolish. This character is amazing. Yes. Sambert again narrows their eyes, watching you stamp your feet, and they're wary, but you do seem convicted in your desire to find Varys. They sigh, and like, you seem trustworthy, if a little. You seem trustworthy. They think. They say. Samberti says, very well. Varys is, if not incredibly attractive. He doesn't say such, but you believe that to be his true feelings on the subject. He says, he points you down the road, and he says, down that way. Varys has been summoned for a job. His expertise is needed in renovating some kind of camp that some bandits would like to move into. They sent him in first to organize it, you see, to make it look thematically appropriate for their coming campaign. You know, needs to match the tone of the troops. Do I know what Varys' specialty background is, or is that a knowledge check? I think you're gleaning some of that here. He seems to be, in this case, at least. This probably runs counter to your previous knowledge, but he seems to be an architect of some sort. It's like a little weird. Putting together a camp, I don't know, maybe a camp interior designer. Like, you're learning new things about Varys all the time. See, that's a judgment you'll have to make when you find him? Question mark? So yeah, you're pointed down the road, and I suppose if you have no objections, then if you have no further questions for Sambert, I imagine you head down the road, heading towards where you were pointed. Yeah, take off immediately without saying anything. Good. Sambert seems, I mean, you don't look back, but Sambert is like a little put off, a little huffy that you. I think Sambert yells like, "Good day to you as well," and then you hear like a double slam of a door slamming on both sides. Just at a hasty speed that my strength can barely keep up with. Well, thankfully, your strength is not in question when running for some reason. I would have waved. Okay, yeah, would have backwards waved, but not known. Yeah, fair. Okay, sure. Someone somewhere in the castle may have seen the wave. Is running a dex thing? Running, like, sprinting for short order is a dex thing. Yeah, give me a dex thing. Let's see how well you sprint down the road. That's fine. Could you roll d20, and we'll add your mod of 2 dex. One dex. You only have 1 dex. Oh my. These are rough. You slip a little running down, but you're not impeded horrendously by that. You keep your balance. You're okay. And you're running down the road. You should round my stats up here. It's not how these rolls work. That's a good meme. Go ahead, tell us about this weird TFT game. That's fine. This is what Cam sent, by the way. Nice little meme. I'll leave that up here. We are friends, but in this case, I am a DM first. So you arrive. I should have kept that up longer. That's fine. So you arrive without injuring your leg, breaking anything. you get to the end of the road and you see there's like these stone ruins, and through the stone ruins there's some kind of wooden camp structure, some wooden fortifications. And up on top you see there are a couple of goblin archers watching the gate. And as you approach, I mean, I'm assuming you approach, I'm sorry. This is a little streamlined. You have a little less agency. You mostly have choices. It's fine. So you approach the gate. And one like kind of levels his bow at you. And you don't have to engage with these guys, but he just levels his bow and he says, "Work not done. No one allowed in. No one allowed in yet." And what do you do with this information? But yeah, if you ask why, he's like, "Not done. No visitors until fort done." But okay, yeah, if you want to make a charisma roll, go ahead and roll d20. That's fine. That's fine. If you want to puppy dog eyes, and if you're trying to convince him to let you in anyway. Okay, yeah, sure. All right. And unfortunately, yeah, the command does not allow. So it's a 16 total. The command doesn't allow adjustments. I'm not that good of a programmer. Well, I didn't spend that much time programming it. Let's put it that way. But you rolled a 16 total, and he kind of lowers his bow, and he's like, "Eh." He kind of sniffs a little at how cute you are, how cute you're being with the puppy dog eyes, and he says, couldn't shoot something so scrawny anyway. Target too small." And he kind of turns and he pretends to look away. They all pretend to look away from the gate, which is which is now yours to enter if you wish. Yeah. I think you'd easily put it together even if you did something genius like ripping apart a Discord bot that already has the code. Yeah, it wouldn't be too hard. I just need to find a way to pass it a variable. It's not too bad. Is it a pretty imposing gate? Do I have the strength to open it? It's not imposing. It's kind of sitting open, you know. It is kind of imposing, but there's not actually a gate here. You can just kind of walk in. Thank you, Cam. I appreciate that. Core, Cam succeeded at your goal ahead of you. I'm sorry. Are there any other entrances that you can glean? Like, not from this side. Not from what you've seen of the fort in your quick survey. It's not a traditional entrance. There's not an alternative traditional entrance. All right, there you go. You enter through the front. Very well. Okay, so yeah, you walk in, and in a slightly sneaky fashion, sure. So you like walk up to the gate, and you have your back pressed to the timber as you're like sliding in, kind of leaning your head around the watchtower, and you see the apparent objects of your affection standing in the middle of the camp. Varys in a fancy but dirtied robe, like kind of flipping through a book and looking around, pointing at things, and occasionally barking orders at goblin workers who are apparently help move things around this fort. Sudden heart palpitations. It's too gone weak for this. I understand. Sure, yeah, actually go ahead and roll d20. And we'll see if you pass out here from shock and awe. Since that's the way your character's going. 15? 15 minus 2. You're okay, yeah. You're fine. You hold your heart, you settle yourself. You relax. Your cheeks are a little flushed, I suppose. You're rolling so well on everything. That isn't a stat roll. Yeah, true. I didn't forget the rules. You seem to be imposing some, but I understand the rules perfectly. So you see Varys in the middle of the camp doing the architect thing. Do you approach? Do you find some other way to seduce him without approaching? What do you do? Distracted, yeah. I would say go around. Okay, very well. You make your way through the tents of the camp, around to Varys' flank. Go ahead and give me a dex save on your, to get behind him, yeah. Go ahead and give me another roll, and we'll see how you sneak through. Yeah, it's also a d20. Everything's gonna be a d20. It's gonna work on it. Oh my god, yep, you are perfectly stealthy. I'm gonna say, like, you have, say you have advantage on your next action if it takes advantage of this surprise somehow. You are the wind. Never mind. Tackle Varys, go for the ear. Oh my. Very well, very well. I will... It is a 4 strength, but there's advantage, and... Like... I think I'm gonna... I think there's an argument for dex here. You know? Of, like, running up, doing the leg sweep, and, like, just pouncing on top. It's not like a... It doesn't have to be an overpower thing. Anyway, go ahead and roll me 2 d20s. We'll see if it matters. Just do the roll command twice, and you'll take the higher one with your advantage. Okay, well, dang. All right, well, since you rolled success on freaking everything, I don't know if I have any more complications. So yeah, you run up, you like pull Varys' leg out from under him. You hear him mumbling something about like, oh, this rock's too big. This rock's too big. It'll never fit. It needs to be goblets. Make those rocks bigger. It's his intense focus. He does not see you approaching. The rollbot is broken. I think it's okay, man. I think it's okay. I understand your suspicion though. It did roll a 20 when I first tested it. So I was like, oh shit, it's broken. And then I tested it a bunch and I got like a 1 on the next one. Yeah, so you, I guess, tackle him and apparently go for the ear. And, like... Sure, you can shout that, I guess. So you shout that, you jump on Varys, apparently bite his ear. The intense surprise and emotional... battle cry. Intense surprise and emotional shock and the harsh blush that comes to Varys' cheeks, like, breaks him out of this trance he's in, this interior designerly trance. Interius designum, the famous spell. Yeah, obviously you rolled dex to bite as well. It's good. It's well placed, very accurate, precision damage. And I think he says he's shocked for a moment. He doesn't respond other than the blush that you can see / feel growing across his cheek. He says, after a moment, can't help it if the bot likes me, says, I haven't thought of that. Could you tell me more about this implement you have in mind? And then you've succeeded at your goal. So I think we vertical wipe to, I don't know, credits, I guess. You have successfully seduced Varys. The rolls have gone your way, intensely gone your way. You've done a good job of sneak attack seduction. avoided complications and yeah, well played tactically. and yeah, anything more, I guess, is best left for not stream. Sure, you can cash yours in next. I'm a little worried about all this. You're welcome. Thank you for redeeming your DM adventure. Doesn't need to be the suggestion you made earlier. Yeah, if you can provide me with an alternative goal, that's totally acceptable. I guess we can. I'm gonna maybe. All right, maybe I think I'm gonna consider this like done? Question mark. And I'm gonna put a stream marker here, and we can just chill for the rest of this.